Hey folks, welcome to another one of the series of videos that I've created on making different sets. This one's going to be one of my favorite sets. It's called the Sod Set. It's one of my favorite to use, especially during the breeding season. You know, when you struggle with coyotes committing to your sets, they show very little attention during that breeding season as far as committing to the dirt holes. This is a good one if you're just barely past getting their attention just for a short amount of time. It works really good for me. It's a walkthrough type set using a variation of a gland and a urine on the corner backing of each sod piece. You can also add a coyote dropping beyond the rock to help entice them to mark the sod piece. You want to create the sod set at high traffic areas and on the end of stalling points to maximize results. These areas are pond dams, gate holes off the 2-track, and corner fence posts. Basically, any place that the coyotes frequently travel and want to leave their mark. If you're struggling with coyotes, breezing by your sets and paying little attention, try using the Sod Set. Make sure you create a good walkthrough, and you're sure to add fur to the back of your truck during the breeding season. Here we go. Let's go check out the Sod Set. There you have another nice coyote. Number 5 for the day. 79. Caught this one on a sod post set 2 days later. I had a possum in it yesterday. Made the same set. Just grabbed a piece of sod. You can see there's some sod back here. I'm gonna make it right in the middle, and it's like a post walkthrough. Great pond dam. Cattle are coming through here. Good location. This is probably my top 5 producing locations. I love the pond dams in cattle country, and that sod piece really sticks out. I want to show you guys some coyote strategy for this time of year. So it's the 6th of February. That's today's date. I'm in the Midwest. Low density coyotes. I don't have a lot of coyotes, so I have to work for every coyote that I catch, and I don't like missing. So I'm going to take you guys to a coyote location that's one of my top producing. It's probably top 5 of my whole season. It's a really good spot. I know there's going to be coyotes constantly traveling through here, if that makes sense. It just really works well for me. So I'm going to break this down for you real quick. I only have 2 sets on this piece. I usually like to set the end, but as you can kind of see, it widens right here. So everything coyote wise is going to be traveling across the pond dam on this spot. This ditch will go quite a ways in that direction. I've always liked cattle country. I feel like coyotes are comfortable in cattle country. It just makes for good trapping. It's nice woolly stuff on this end, big timber over the hill. A good travel location. Generally the coyotes are going to be on my 4-wheeler track. So when I first started, that's where they're at, right in the middle. Other than these pieces here, and then there's another piece that comes and goes that away. So it all just funnels right here. I grabbed a piece of sod. I'm using that as a post set for this time of year. It works well. I've already caught at least 1 coyote right here in this location. The sod is what we call a point of interest. So they're marking everything with, they're urinating and peeing on everything. It's kind of how they communicate. Now, my 4-wheeler's here, the sod is right there. So it does stick out in itself. As I'm traveling through here, I'm bored, I don't have nothing to do. Look, there's a piece of sod. You can see how much that sticks out. And that's kind of my set. I did grab a turd here, and I got a turd over here. Other than that, I'm getting them to just kind of come off their natural trail and want to focus on that piece of sod. So some guys use post sets. That sod with this, the way the cattle beat this down, it sticks out and it will hold that urine and that glandular real well for me. So okay, so we're back to where I just did my dispatch. I grab a piece of sod from the side. Now we have our catch circle that's big. It sticks out. So instead of going with a dirt hole in here, I'm gonna put a sod set in. Just because it flows really good with this. It's a good post marker. So, and it does stick out. So you can see how much more of that piece of sod will stick out. I'll show you guys. I'll go ahead and I'll bed everything in real well. I'm gonna stick my trap about 8 to 10 inches off, and where it's kind of like a walk-through post type set. So okay, I just got my trap bedded in. It's still winter time. It can freeze any day, so all of this on the top side's wet. I'm not going to use that. It's really important to learn that. I go with dry peat moss on the bottom. I bed my trap with peat moss, no pan cover. That's just me. And then over the top of that, you can see that's dirt. I wax my own dirt, so that's waxed dirt on top. I've got 2 layers of antifreeze there. No salt, no worries. This is gonna fire. This is a good trap bed. The main thing is that I pack down the sides, and then I pack down my trap that way it doesn't wobble. That's pretty much a lot of that's for you new guys. So if you're struggling with a lot of flip traps, a lot of traps that have misses, make sure your trap gets embedded in solid. Okay, so here's the set. So I poke in a hole with my rebar stake, because I always carry a rebar stake with me, and about a 45. That's gonna be right here, is gonna be my collar. I like to use a gland based collar. I'm using high loan some today. I've used Sunday, just whatever your favorite collar is, put it right in here. I'm trying not to do a food based collar, but some sort of a gland type collar, a predator type lure is what I like to use. From there, I'm gonna put urine on this side here at a 45, and I'm gonna put urine on this side here at a 45. So that when they come down the trail, they're gonna hit that right there, and they're gonna continue to walk through. Put their foot here on this corner. Same way, you got a point of contact here. If they're coming down this direction, they're gonna smell that corner, and I got them there. So there's 3 points of contact to this set. So you've got the collar in the middle, and you've got the 2 urine on the sides. Now, this is a secondary thing I like to do. I think it feels like it's more inviting. I did open up the trail. You can see that trail that goes out there. So I'll open that up so that it's a walkthrough. But I always put a coyote turd right here, and then I'll put one back here. I feel like if they see that if they work it from this side, they're gonna want to hit that coyote turd same way. It just kind of slows them down. It is one more thing for them to kind of do, but I think, especially with the circle, I think it does invite them. And I don't like to put the coyote urine on it. I pick up whatever scat I have from my catches, and then that's what I'm gonna use. So I hope you guys like that. It's a very effective set, especially after a catch like this. The location is key. There's coyotes coming through here anyways. You know, this set right here, I guarantee you it will produce. So set it, make sure your trap's, you know, in good, and just wait it out. It could be next day, it could be 3 weeks later. So hope you guys like that set. It's the Sod Set, and it's on a remake.